Now, if you look at this quiz, the first question, find the greatest common factor, right? We didn't study factoring yet, so it's going to skip this one. Subtract the complex numbers. This talks about complex numbers. If you remember here, we had complex numbers. We learned how to add and subtract and multiply and divide. So we talked about something like this subtraction. So you just go back to remember the idea of subtraction. The main idea, if you remember, was that to just open the brackets of the second one. Just add the first one and the second one, and then open the brackets and then add the real together and the imaginary together. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just open the bracket of the second one and change the sign of everything there. Okay? So that would be 6 plus 4i as it is, but I'm going to open the bracket after that, the next number, complex number, so it will be minus 2. What's minus 2? It will be plus 2, and then minus I. The plus I become minus I, right? And then I'm going to have to add the numbers together, the real part together, okay? And also the imaginary part together, okay? So the real part 6 and 2 will be 8, and the imaginary part together 4i and minus I will be plus 3i. Will be plus 3i. Okay, so that is the first one. Okay. If you look at the next one, one is subtract these polynomials. Okay, so again, remember we had subtraction of polynomials. Okay, you just go back to remember what was the idea. Okay, where's polynomials here? Polynomials is that part, right? And then in polynomials, we learned how to add and subtract. And when we subtract, we can subtract, you know, horizontally or vertically. So here I'm subtracting just horizontally. So let me just do the same thing. Let me just try to subtract horizontally here. Or actually the question is vertical, so we can just do it vertically. So anyway, so how do I subtract this? We subtract together the x power 4 with x power 4, right? Okay, so how is it going to be? 9 minus 6, we subtract only the coefficients. 9 minus 6 equal what? Equal 3. So that will be 3 x power 4. Maybe I just should write this there. So it will be equal to 3x power 4, and then the x cubed together, 2 minus 7. Is it positive 5 or negative 5? Negative 5. It will be negative 5. So this will be minus 5x power 3. And then the x squared together, minus 7 minus 5. 2 negative in the same direction will be minus or plus. I have minus 7 and then minus 5. Minus is plus. That's when we multiply. But we are not multiplying now. What are we doing now?
So biggest number.
We are subtracting positive. Okay, let's do that here. If you are subtracting, you have minus 7, right? And then you're subtracting 5, which is positive. That's what you have, isn't it? You have minus 7 and then you're subtracting 5. So minus 7, you go going in the back direction for 7 steps, and then minus 5 going again in the back. So you go minus 7 here and then you go minus 5 here. So the total actually will be what? Minus 12. The total will be minus 12. So that means what? That means I'm not using the sign rule for multiplication. I have nothing to do with multiplication here. I'm only adding and subtracting. Okay? So in this case, the answer will be minus 12x squared. Okay now? Okay? Now, next is the integers. What are the integers? Minus 3 plus 1. So it will be minus 3 plus 1. Okay, we're subtracting minus 3 again. Minus 1. not plus, because we're subtracting. So minus 3 minus 1. It will be minus 4. It will be minus 4. Okay, so this will be minus. Will be minus 4. Okay, so that's the answer there. Which one is this? A or B or C?
A.
It's A. Okay. Yes.
Plus 2 plus 7 minus 5
Plus 2 plus 7. No, we're not adding. We are actually subtracting here. We are subtracting. So there is a minus here. There is a minus here. 9 minus 6, 2 minus 7, and so on. We're subtracting. Okay. Any question about that? It's a very simple question. Where you just have to pay attention to the, that you're subtracting. You're not using the multiplication sign rule. Right. The next question: identify the base and the exponent for the exponential exhibition. Here we have an exponential exhibition, right? This one, and I'm asking for the base and the exponent. We said before. Who knows the answer? The base is 14x, because when you have bracket, means everything inside the bracket will be part of the base, right? Everything inside the bracket will be part of the base. So that means I have the base to be 14x. That means the answer is here, D. The base is 14x, and of course the exponent is 10. This is the exponent, and this is the base. Okay. So converting to standard notation. We haven't done this part yet, so let's move to another part. Okay, simplify by writing the expression in the positive exponent. So here is a lesson, but from where this lesson? From where? It's coming from where? About what? Did you study this year? We studied the exponents, remember? Okay, which rules you'll be applying? You have a question about this?
No, I wanted to ask about question 5. It's not included in the...
Yeah. Anything I skip is not included in this.
Okay.
So now, how about this exponent? Exponential exhibition. Okay, I have an exponential exhibition here, and I have one here, and I have one here, what have you. And I have the multiplication here, and then I have multiplication here, and also I have division. So there's a lot of rules that will be applied. If you remember what was the rules of exponents, just go back to exponents to remember. Okay, we had exponent properties. If you remember the first rule and the second rule, when you have the same base, that's the first rule, when you have the same base, you add the power. But if you have the same base but you're dividing, then you should subtract the power. And this is what we're doing. We're actually using the two rules here. We have multiplication, and we also have division in the same problem. So any multiplication, you'll add the power. Any division, we will subtract the power. Okay, so let's go back to the problem. Okay, here you have A and you have A, so you have to divide by subtracting the powers. Which powers now you have? What powers you have now?
Minus 5, minus 12.
Okay, you have minus 5, minus 12. You're subtracting minus 12. Minus 12. You're subtracting minus 12. You're subtracting minus 12. Okay, down is minus 12, but you're subtracting it. Okay, so that means actually minus 5 plus 12. Okay, so the new exponent will be what?
7.
Will be 7. So the answer will be A power 7. But A power 7, up or down?
Down.
Huh? Down. Up or down? Let's go back to the rule. What the rule say? What the rule say here is the division here. This division here. M minus N. Where is this A? Is this up or down?
Up.
This is up. No. The A here is not both. This is A over 1. This is over 1. This is not down. If it is down, I have to make 1 over. And if I want to write this down, then I have to make what? I have to 1 over A power M minus N. But I didn't do this. I just said A M power N. Power M minus N. So that means what? The whole thing is over 1. When I tell you 3, you tell me this is 1 over 3? No, that means 3 over 1. The rules say A power M minus N. That means A power M minus N divided by 1. So it's up. So when you apply the rule, when you come back to this and apply the rule, then you have to apply the rule properly. Okay? Then you have to apply the rule properly, and it will be A power 7 up. This will be a power 7 up. So the first part is a power 7 up. Clear now?
Yes.
See what happened? So that we did the A. Let's do the B. Let's do the B. You have b power 4, you have b power 8.
Dividing.
Okay? Dividing. So you also can apply the same rule, m minus n, which will be 4 minus 8. The exponent will be in this case also 4 minus 8.
Minus
Okay,
four.
let's just do the end of the column. Okay? So that will be 4 minus 8, which is minus 4. So again, if this minus 4 is the new exponent for the b, and the b now will be what? Up or down?
Down.
Does the rule say down? Let's go back to the rule, because you keep seeing this. Okay? What the rule say now here? What the rule say? Again, that means the answer is you are applying the rule, isn't it? So why you apply part of it and the other part do according to your desire? Apply it all from the beginning to the end. So we have here power here 4, and you have power here 8. So this will be 4 minus 8, which you just said it's supposed to be b, right? 4 minus 8, which is minus 4, up. You're applying the rule, isn't it? You're applying the rule. So apply it as it is. Don't change anything. Okay? So I'll go back now to this question. Okay? And we say, okay, the rule say, according to the rule, I'm taking this part now. I'm saying, okay, it's b to the power of 4 minus 8, according to the rule. And 4 minus 8 means?
Minus 4.
Means minus 4. That's up. That's according to the rule. You don't want to apply the rule from the beginning, that's okay. Don't apply the rule from the beginning. You can do something else if you want. You can say, okay, I understand b power 4 divided by b power 8. I can just say, okay, well, I can cancel 4 with 8 and it'll just become 4 here. Yeah, that's fine also. That's fine also. But you didn't use the rule here. You didn't use the rule here. You just understand that the idea of b power 4 means b, right? And that's b, right? How many times? Sorry. 8 times, right? So you cancel this 4 with this 4, so remain 4 down here. That's okay, but you didn't apply the rule here. You didn't apply the rule here. That's something else. You understand? Okay? So it's either you cancel this this 4 with this 8. Okay, you cancel this 4 with this 8. So it becomes just 1 over b power 8. But this is not applying the rule. Applying the rule is something else. Applying the rule is m minus n. M is 4, okay, and n is 8. So you just do 4 minus 8, which is minus 4. And the answer of the rule should be always up. So I should be writing here everything over 1. Khalas? Clear now the difference between applying the rule and just cancelling, you know what I'm talking about? Still, I have the numbers 4 and 16. That's easy. I think you can just divide by 4 here and divide by 4 here. You become 1 here and become 4. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You can understand that? Okay. Okay, just do the end of the column. Okay. Something else. You can factor this 2 times 2, and it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and same thing. You cancel this with this. You just remain 4 down. So the answer will be 4 here. Okay. So if you apply the rule, this will be the answer. And you see negative exponent here. See that negative exponent here?
Okay.
Okay, you can bring it down and make it b power 4. So you can write this now at a power 7, 4, b power 4. Because you're bringing this down here. This is b power minus 4, so this would be a power 7 divided by 4 b power 4. So that's the idea. So which answer now? A or B or C or D? That is C, isn't it? Okay. So as you can see, I'm applying the properties, but carefully. When you apply any rule, you should apply it carefully. Math is very precise, very precise. You have to memorize the rule properly and apply it also properly. When the rule tell you the answer should be a power m minus n, it means a power m minus n. You cannot make it down, you cannot put it the way you like. It's always up. According to the rule, this is up. It has to be up. I hope this question is clear. Okay, let's now clean this and go to another question. Right, the next question is writing this radical. Okay, this is rational exponents. I didn't talk about this yet, so you can skip it. Okay.
It came in the homework.
Came in the homework. You can look at the you can look at the website here, find about it, the full one. Look at the algebraic, look at the radicals. See that there's part in the radicals, maybe I didn't talk to you about, was actually in the exponents. Irrational exponent, yeah, so at the end of the radicals. Let's just remove this from the simplified website. But the idea is here is still in the full website. It's about rational exponents. Okay? The idea of rational exponents is that if you have exponent like this, that's actually a fraction. You have something that's already a fraction. So in this case, what does it mean? The lower part means radical, the upper part is a power, just like any other part. So for example, this, what does this mean? This means the lower part 3 means cubic root. And the upper part 2 means square. So you have the cubic root of 3 square. You understand? Okay? So that's the simple idea. I just skipped this part in the simplified one. Okay? Which means it's not coming in the quiz. But since you asked about it, since it's coming here, so you can as well talk about it. Okay? So again, now you know the idea. The 2 down, this is 9 over 2. The 2 down means square root. The 2 down means square root. So the 9 up means power 9. Which one has a square root and power 9?
B. No, D.
D. D. This one has square root of 7 and the power is 9. So this is the right one. This is the right one. The exponent that has square root means power half. As simple as that. Sometimes even in the calculator when I want to get the square root of something, I just raise to power half. I mean, like for example, go to the power 0.5. That means square root 2. Okay? So that's the idea of power half, because here we have power half. This is 2, 1 over 2, or 9 over 2 in this case, which is 2 down means square root. 9 means a power 9. Okay? So this is the part that also factoring is not included. We didn't talk about it yet. This is all factoring. Let's talk about adding and subtracting of this because we already studied this. When we add and subtract radicals, again, let's go and suppose you forgot. When you solve these things, suppose you don't solve, you don't know how to do it. You just go back and remember what was the idea of adding and subtracting radicals. Just open this, okay, and just open one of the examples and see how does it look like. Okay, so remember that we have to simplify first this and this, and after we simplify them, maybe then they will become the same. And when they become the same, you can add them. Without simplifying, you cannot add them. And we did this already before. So, but if you, in case you forget, you can just go back to the website and see what was the main idea of adding and subtracting radicals. So if you go back to this, again the question. Now you know the idea. So you start to simplify this. This is already simple. Can you factor 3? You cannot.
No.
But you can factor 12? Yes, let's factor 12. You factor 12, this is divided by 2, you get 6. Divided by 2, you get 3. And you other 3, you get 1. So you have this 2 times 2 under the square root. Remember, anything under the square root will come outside one time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that means what?
For radical 4 and radical 3. So radical 4 will give us 2.
So that means the square root of 12 will become 2 outside and the 3 still inside, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to replace this here now. I'm going to replace this here. So I have 9, my exhibition, maybe I'll just do that in a different color. I have my exhibition is 9 cubic root, the square root of 3 plus 8 multiplied by this 2, multiplied by this 2, and then the square root of 3, or radical 3. Now I have this become 16 radical 3, right? So I still have this radical 3 now becoming the same. Now I can add
25.
Now I can add them. 9 plus 16 is 25 radical 3. So that is the answer. That's the answer. Where is this here?
D.
D. You still have to solve it. And even if it's multiple choice, you still have to solve it. Okay? And you know what? Multiple choice sometimes are tricky. Because there are mistakes that the students usually do, and usually one of the answers, one or two of the answers are including these mistakes. So you think this is the right answer, and you do it. Multiple choice is not an easy question. Sometimes it's harder. Because in multiple choice also, I don't give marks on the steps. But in a regular question, I give marks on the steps. So you have to know that it has advantages and it has disadvantages. It's not always easy. Okay? So this is the answer. Let's see who's next. Okay, this is again using the rules of what? Of exponents. This is again using the rules of exponents. So to solve this question with the rules of exponents, then I have to open the brackets. And I cannot leave this 2x inside the bracket like this. I need to open the bracket to understand what I have. I don't leave it like this, okay? So I'm going to open the brackets first of all. This is 14, x power minus 2. And then this will be open. 2 times itself is 4, x times itself is x squared. Now I open the bracket, now I can think what I have. I have two things. I have numbers, 14 over 4, which I can basically cancel and move the common factor, right? You can cancel this with this. If you just divide by 2 up and down, this will be 7 and this will be 2. Okay? But these together I apply the rule again. You remember this rule that you get confused about sometimes? That's a power m divided by a power n is equal to what? A power m minus a, sorry, minus n. But remember, this is divided by 1, this is up. Okay? So this will become 7 over 2, but I have this up, x minus 2 minus 2. You will have power up minus 2 and another one down, which is 2, so it will be minus 2 minus 2, which is minus 4. Okay? If it is minus 4 up, it means it is x power 4 down. Minus 4 up means it is positive 4 down. Okay? Clear now how it is, which is answer. Okay then? Factoring, we didn't talk about factoring yet. Multiplying, yes, you should know how to multiply complex numbers. It's not subtraction, it's not addition, it's something different. If you don't remember, again, I just keep saying this, you have to go back and see what was the idea of multiplying complex numbers. Here is multiplying complex numbers. Okay, the idea of multiplying complex numbers is just multiply every term by every term. First by the first by second, second by first, and second by second. Okay, now you know the idea, you just have to go back now to solve this. So I have to multiply the first by the first, and then the first by the second, like this. Okay, minus 18 times minus 18. The exam is without calculating. So how are you going to do this? Do you know how to multiply 18 times 18 like this? Don't tell me you don't.
Yes.
8 times 8 is 64, right? Divide the 4, you keep the 6. 8 times 1 is 8. Okay, so this 8 will be added to the 6. So we get 14. And then I did the 8. Now let me do the 1.
0.
Okay, 1 times 18 will be 18. Yeah, put the 0 here. Okay, that's it. We start from here now. Second. And now you add this, so the answer will be 1, this is 4 here, and then 2, and then, so this is the answer. Right, the second part, minus, minus. When you multiply them, what do you get?
Plus.
You get plus, so this is positive. Okay, you don't have to write it, you have to know it's positive. Right, the second part is, I need to multiply minus 18 times minus 11. It will be also positive.
Yeah.
Okay, it will be 198. Okay, that's it. Something is missing.
I.
The I. Don't forget the I. There's an I here. Now let us do the second one multiplied by the first and the second multiplied by the second. Okay, again 11 times minus 18 is the same thing, right? So it will be what? Minus 198. Ah, that's very interesting. No, this will cancel this anyway, isn't it?
Yes.
You should have actually noticed this from the beginning. You should have noticed that these numbers are basically the same, right? And this is plus and this is minus. So this is a conjugate. Remember the idea of the conjugate? The conjugate, we know that the imaginary part will cancel each other anyway, right? So you should have noticed this from the beginning. But even if you didn't notice, it will cancel each other anyway when you multiply. Finally, 11 times 11 is what? Is 121 minus 121 I squared. Okay, minus 121 I squared. And I squared is equal what?
Minus 1.
I square is equal minus 1. So you have this minus 1 actually multiplied by minus 121, which will become plus 121. You have plus 121, and you still have this 3, 2, 4.
So
that means the answer will be 5, 4, 4. Okay? Which one is it? B. So that's how we multiply. Even if you didn't pay attention when we talked about this, if we talked about this, if you remember this conjugate, this is the conjugate, we talked about this before. Okay? However, even if you don't pay attention to this rule, this example is similar to this one on my own side. Even if you didn't notice, then you still can get the answer right if you follow the multiplication correctly. Any question about that? And then comes the interesting question of long division. Long division. Again, if you're solving this at home and you forgot how to do this, let's review it first quickly. Just give it a quick look, see how will we divide these polynomials. Just go to division here of polynomials and see how it happens by long division. Okay, look at the steps quickly and try to review. I did every step in a color, so see that blue color is actually for the first stage, the green color for the third one, and also the red one is for the last step. Okay, so anyway, you take the first divided by the first, and you write this answer here. Once you do that, they take this answer multiplied by the first and second. Okay. You write the answer here of the multiplication. Don't forget you're subtracting after this. Okay, once we subtract, then it will be the answer is usually 0, actually always 0. We have to have 0 here, and then we have to have the answer here something different usually, and then we repeat the step again and again and again until we finish the problem. So let's go back to the problem now, see if you can do it. Okay, we start by x squared plus 13x plus 33 is divided by x plus 7. Okay, there is no zeros. There is already integer here. There's already number. There's no need to put any zeros here. Everything is there. X power 2, x power 1, no x. That's exactly what we want. Nothing is missing. Okay? X. Divide x squared by x, you get x here. Okay, and take this x multiplied by both.
X squared.
You get x squared plus 7x. Then we subtract. When we subtract, we get 0 here, right? And then 13 minus 7. 13 minus 7, how much?
5.
13 minus 7.
5.
Yeah. 6x. And then this comes down to 33 for the second stage. Maybe I can do that in a different color. 33 now comes, and then we start another stage of division. 6x divided by x
6
plus 6. Okay, we multiply now by both.
6x.
You get 6x here, and also you got 6 times 7, 42. Subtract one more time, you get 0 here, and then 33 minus 42 is negative, yes, is negative.
9.
That's it. So this is the remainder. So this would be the quotient. Now I finished the problem. This is the quotient. Okay. See, the problem is not that big, right? And this is the remainder. Where is this answer here? Oh, there is no answer here. There's no choices. We have to solve this problem anyway and show me this. If you stop here, that's good. If you want to add something extra and write the answer in the form of x plus 6, that would be even better. Minus 9 over x plus 7, that would be even better. Okay? So this will be the division of the two polynomials. Any question about this? No. Yes?
If it's plus at the end.
If it's plus 9 at the end, this will be plus? Yeah, if this is plus here, then this will be plus here. Find the least common multiple. This is also about factoring. We didn't do the factoring yet. We did the least common multiple with numbers, but we didn't do it with variables yet. Okay? Like combine like terms. Combine like terms is just like simplifying the polynomial. How do we simplify this polynomial? Combine like terms. What are the like terms here?
A.
It's cube.
A cube, yeah, the cube together. This is cube. And this is also cube, right?
Yes.
This should be added together. 13 minus 15 plus 4, how much?
2.
Minus 2 plus 4 is 2, yeah. So the answer would be 2, a power 3, or a cube. Right, let us look now at the other ones. This one is similar to this one, right? Because this is a square and this is a square. So it will be 5 minus 3, which is also plus 2, a square. So that's the answer. Right? Where is this answer? Very easy, isn't it? Some questions are very easy.
Easy.
Right. What else? Finished. The quiz finished. That's it. Oh, yeah, that's now the answer. You can check the answer at home actually. Once you do that, you see the answers of all these questions. Okay now? Clear?